Live. Fix that. All right. This morning, it is number 148 live yoga routine. We'll share a quick quote and then go right into yoga. Usually elaborate on the quote, not might on accident, just because I'm a talker sometimes not. See, I've already just started talking. And the quote is from the movie Gandhi. Now, if Gandhi actually said this or not, doesn't matter. It's the essence of the quote that someone in humankind thought of this concept. It does reflect probably Gandhi's philosophy, but did he say it or not? Did he pull up in that car in the movie? I'll share the video under this video, but and say this, did he pull up in the car and say this? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. But it's the point of the part of the movie. And this is what he is quoted as saying, or at least it's what was said in the movie. I am a Muslim and a Hindu and a Christian and a Jew, and so are all of you. So that has some depth to it. Actually, it rhymed. I didn't know it rhymed until I just read it extremely slow like that. But the depth is the foundation that holds together one truth, many paths. Many paths, differences, but you would think it would shape things and be like, man, we should fight. No, not at all. Or you believe different than me, and boom, boom, boom. No, it's one truth, many paths. That foundation holds together the Muslim, the Christian, the Hindu, and the person that's Jewish that follows Judaism. And whoever else holds together humankind, all as one. And that is the quote from the movie Gandhi. I haven't watched the movie in a long time. I thought about sharing it this morning just because I was looking through the Quran, thinking of a quote that I looked in the Bible. And then I started thinking, you know what? Boom. One truth, many paths. Summed up in that quote. And today, we're going to do 2 sun salutations like we've been doing. One reason I do sun salutations, I always do sun salutations. Even when I teach a full class that's an hour or 50 minutes or hour 15 minutes, always do the sun salutation. The main reason I do it here is because the camera, I don't have a good camera, and I can't do the other poses. I have videos on my YouTube channel that has the full length videos. Once I get a new camera, a better camera, I'll do more poses, possibly, most likely. But right now I can't do that. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because yoga is about the mind and body connecting. It doesn't matter about the poses. It really doesn't. I know we want to grab onto the poses like it's our idol, like, hey, but there's more to yoga. And there's a foundation of oneness. And that's what's happening on the yoga mat, is having the mind and body connect as one. That is the key to yoga. That is yoga. So like I say all the time, you can wash dishes. If you're washing the dishes, your mind and body's connecting as one with that activity, you're doing yoga. So just because we're doing sun salutations every morning, which you should do sun salutations in the morning, just because those are the poses that we have to do, or I have to do because of the camera, doesn't matter, because it's about the mind and body connecting the mind and body as one. So even if you're in the easy pose and you just meditate, if you do that every morning, and that's the only pose that you do, you did yoga. Yoga is not about all the poses. It really isn't. It really isn't. Now, that is a part of yoga, and people do that, and it's great. It's fantastic. You know, they build strength and balance and coordination. That's all good stuff. But what we're doing is the depth, almost like the foundation I was just explaining with the Gandhi movie quote, is that there's a foundation that we're tapping into. Letting go of whether you're doing the sun salutation, the easy pose, washing dishes, washing your car, driving down the street, no matter what activity you're doing. If your mind and body's connecting, you're doing yoga. So we're going to do mountain pose, 2 sun salutations, go into easy pose, settle down and wind it down and close it up with a yoga seal. So let's go to mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed. No tension in the arms or the shoulders or the neck. Just crack my neck. And then line up. You line up the skeleton and then let the bones stand on top of each other. Can't speak. Positioning the skeleton where the skeleton is just standing as if you were just your skeleton. Your focus on the breathing. Your focus is 100% on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. You bring palms together, thumbs to the heart center. You push the arms out, up and back. It's the first stretch, so go nice and easy. Inhaling. And then exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. And you're just going to fall into the ragdoll. The ragdoll, the arms are dangling. The head is dangling. No tension anywhere. You're not trying to be somewhere. So you're not trying to pull yourself in or push yourself in. That's not what we're doing in this pose. You're just letting go and letting the body fall where the body falls. We're gaining the mindset there to let go. Just let go of control. Accept where you go, essentially accepting yourself. It's a mindset that you take off the yoga mat. You accept, you let go of control. Essentially, you're accepting who you are. Very important. It's a mindset that we're learning right in this pose, by doing this pose. Again, I always explain that doesn't mean you accept negativity, things that happen to you. You don't accept it. You don't take it in. You don't bring it into your heart. You just accept it. No, you accept it that it's happening. You deal with it. You leave it. But you don't let it become you. That's the depth there. So palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale as much as you can. Then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in and down. Foreheads go to the knees, push all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. And exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. And arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Exhale. Then 2 more. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Exhale. Pull yourself in and down. And last one, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. And exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. Palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. With the low lunge, top of the foot is to the floor in the back. Knee is to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Making sure the front knee is not over the toes. And the back is arching or straight. If the back is arching, you're doing a scoop. And you're pushing the hip bones forward. Back arches, head goes up and back. Or the back is straight. The back is elongated, so stretching out. You're feeling opened here. Feel open. You're opening up. Let go of judgment. If you're judging yourself, you're thinking, man, I'm not doing this good. I'm not doing this perfectly. I'm not opening up. Nope. Opening is a mindset. No matter how you look, you're opening up. Your mind is not based on your body and the position of the body. Tapping into openness. It's a mindset. Take that mindset off the yoga mat and feel opened throughout the day. It's a great way to spend your day. Feel open to new thoughts, new adventures, opening up to decisions. Just taking things in, man. Then with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge. Settle in the high lunge just for a second or so as the transition pose. And then we're going into the downward dog. Now with the downward dog, you're pushing into the pose. So arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor. And you are pushing into this pose. But you only push to the spot right before you feel like you shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, you settle there, and you just focus on the breathing. You're accepting where you are. Don't judge your pose. Once you're settled, you accept. And by accepting, you tap into openness. The body position does not dictate your mindset. So if you're accepting, boom, you're in openness. Acceptance is openness as well. So you go off the yoga mat, you have a mindset of accepting, allows you to be open, allows you to be aware, allows you to be your own guru, where you're listening to yourself. It's a beautiful way to live your day. Accepting. That doesn't mean you accept negativity. That's not what I'm saying. That negativity is outside of yourself. You see it, you look at it, but you don't let it become you. You handle it. If it's trying to come your way, you handle it. You don't let it happen towards you. And then you'll slide into the upper dog. So drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor. Palms, of course, are to the floor. And then you can modify this. Modify this by going to the hands and knees, doing the cow. In the cow, you're on your hands and knees, arching the back. Or you go to the small cobra. Chest is off the floor. Palms are touching the floor. But you're not using them. You're not pushing up. You're pulling up. Or you just do the upward dog. And do the best you can. Even if you're feeling like, man, I'm doing this perfectly. Judgment. It's awesome. That's awesome. You're doing it perfectly. It really is. But we're going beyond that. That's judgment too. Judgment of any sort will prevent the mind and body from becoming one. So we're trying to become one. Once the mind and body becomes one, boom, tap into the oneness, capital O, of all existence. And then back to downward dog. Pushing into it, arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor. No tension in the neck, so the head dangles. And you just accept where you are. Acceptance allows you to be open. Once you're in this pose, you're accepting where you are. It's a mindset that we're learning on the yoga mat. So when you're in the real world, you have an accepting mindset. That acceptance allows you to be open, allows you to see clearly. Once you're closed up, you're not accepting, it puts barriers, veils in front of your mind where you can't see everything for what it is. Deep stuff, man. I'm not just making this up.
I'm not making this stuff up. I'm just trying to explain oneness. So, with the back foot, top of the foot to the floor, get the stuff off your mat. Knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight or arch. If it's straight, you're reaching out. If it's arch, you're doing a scoop. Make sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, just lengthen up some. Just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Now with the back foot, then curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge. So here for a second or so, then standing forward to bend. Palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. You're pulling yourself in and down, forehead's going to the knees. And you're letting yourself breathe. So in this pose, when you inhale, the belly swells with air. It pushes you out of the pose slightly. Let yourself be pushed out. When you exhale, you go back into the pose. Let yourself go back into the pose. Now, you're 100% focused on breathing. But what happens, that focus heightens your awareness. It lets you know what's going on in the body. So you're aware of that subtle movement of the belly. You're aware of you going in, out, and out of that pose slightly. It's a slight movement, but you're aware of it. It's subtle. The mindset here is to be able to be aware of subtleness. You take that off the yoga mat, and you're aware of subtle things that are happening around you. Very important mindset. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. And last in salutation. We're going to move into this one faster, 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 faster. No, not that fast. And then standing forward bend again. Focus on the breathing. Let yourself breathe. Become aware of the subtleness of the body moving. Palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back. Opening up. Low lunge. Feel opened. Just feel open. Don't judge it. Just feel open. Then downward dog. Pushing into it. Accept where you are. Acceptance is openness. Same thing. It's a different way to get to the oneness or to experience the oneness. The oneness is already there. You're not getting to it. You're erasing all the barriers that prevent it. And then you slide into the upper dog. Feel open. Don't judge it. Modify it. Don't judge it. Judgment is a barrier. Back to downward dog. Pushing into it. Let the head dangle. No tension in the neck. Once you're pushing into it, you settle and you accept. Boom. You're relaxed. No more tension. Well, that's the objective. That's the goal. Then left leg is up. Low lunge. Feel opened. Tap into openness. Then high lunge, then standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Foreheads go to the knees. Palms together, reach out. Up and back, inhale. Then exhale. And back in mountain pose. Just settle in the mountain pose. Line the body up. Bones staying on top of each other. Mindset here is simple. It's not just strength. It's more than strength. It's firmness. It's more than firmness. Firmness. That strength and firmness and stability that you're gaining in the mountain pose
comes from the mindset of being like a mountain. The mountain is part of the earth. It is the earth. We are too. We are too. That's the mindset. Firm, grounded. But it all extends from the mind. My yoga instructor 20 years ago used to say, when the mind is still, the body is still. Everything is based off the mind. Now, we're going to go to easy pose. I got hair on my dog don't even go into the garage. I don't know where the hair is from. Maybe it's a rat in the garage somewhere. And at night he sleeps on my pillow. That'd be kind of cool. Whoa. Almost fell. Almost fell. See, I actually felt that in my shoulder. Had my shoulder worked on yesterday with these, I forgot what they're called, but they're suction. You know, puts a little, it'll be on this shoulder. You think they don't work, right? And then, well, you don't think they don't work. You wonder if they work because it's not modern medicine in the sense of westernized. And man, I don't know if they worked or hurt it. Maybe they worked to hurt it. No, but it feels like it's been worked on, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. It's positive. I'm joking around. It's a positive thing. So you're in an easy pose. With the easy pose, the hands are to your knees or in your lap. Maybe you're leaning back though. Maybe you're against the wall. Get comfortable. Doesn't matter where you are. Remember, yoga is about the mind and body connecting. That is yoga. The pose and how it looks and all that. You do the best you can, then let go of judgment. Even if you're feeling like, man, I'm doing the perfect pose. I'm actually doing the lotus. That is awesome. It really is. It is. But once you're settled, let go because that's judgment too. We're trying to go beyond that. Letting go of judgment. Judgment will prevent the mind and body from becoming one. Just accept. You're going to tilt the head to the right ears to the right shoulder, left shoulder stays down. Shoulders are level, back is straight, you're doing the best you can, and you're focused 100% on the breathing. Okay? When you're focused on the breathing, you're aware of the stretch that is happening in the left side of the neck. You're aware of maybe an issue you have in your lower back, or the back is getting fatigued, or if the knee is aching, but you're aware of all that. You're not focused on it because you are not those things. Essentially, what happens, you realize you're not your so-called problems. You're the thing that's watching that stuff. It allows you to handle it. That's not to say you don't take care of those things. It's just saying that you are not those things. You're separate from it. Then the head goes to the center. Now tilt the head to the left ear is to the left shoulder. Right shoulder's down, back is straight, shoulders are level, and you're focused on the breathing. 100% focused on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Heightens your awareness. Keep on saying that because that's what it's doing. Something to remind you with. And also, I keep on saying it because I don't have music. If I just stay silent, it would get weird. I need to get music. If anybody's watching this video, and nobody's watching this video, but if you are, and you know how to get music where I won't get my videos pulled because it's copyrighted, tell me. I don't know. I really don't. Learning this stuff, the yoga stuff, the YouTube stuff as I go. So back and straight, head's going back. Now, you're not jarring the head back. The chin's going straight up. And you just focus on the breathing. See how weird it got when it got silent? It didn't get weird.
Then chins down to the chest. Don't roll the back. Keep the back straight as you can and drop the head. Only the head goes down, and focus on the breathing. Bring the head to center. Neck rolls. Drop the head to the right, down and around. The head's dropping down and around. You're exhaling. The head goes up and back. You're inhaling. Now, you're letting the breathing follow the movement. And you're linking the breathing with the movement. And you focus 100% on the breathing, which makes you aware of the movement. What's happening in the neck? What's being stretched? So when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you go up. Makes you aware of what's happening maybe in the lower back or in your knee or even outside of the yoga mat. It heightens your awareness. And this subtle movement usually becomes a form of a moving meditation, all because you're 100% focused on the breathing. That's the focus point. The breathing is important in yoga because then when the head goes to the top, bring yourself to the center. Shoulders go up. I'll tell you in a second. And back, down, around. Shoulders go up, inhale. So the shoulders go down, you're exhaling. Breathing is important in yoga because it's where the prana rises in on. The prana is not the oxygen that keeps you alive. Then shoulders go to the ears, go ahead and reverse. Exhale as you go down, inhale as you go up. The prana is life. So it's just life that rises in on your breath. The oxygen helps you stay alive, but the prana is what allows you to be alive. It's not the oxygen and all that stuff. And then shoulders go to ears. And bring the shoulders to the center. Trunk rotation is dropping down to the right, down and around. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. Make sure you're linking the breathing with the movement. That allows the movement to become a moving meditation. I usually don't talk about prana. I really try to stay away from talking about or using the non-English words for the poses because yoga is not within those names. Yoga is an experience. And then when the trunk goes to top, go ahead and reverse. Exhale as you go down. And I don't want to make it sound like it's foreign. For real, I don't. That's the goal. When you're just talking about, hey, bend down. Hey, you can comprehend that. But then when you separate it with a word that's not familiar, then it becomes a little distant, not as accepting. People that do that, that's awesome. I'm not taking that away from anybody. I'm just saying what I do, right? And when the trunk goes to the top, bring yourself to the center. All yoga instructors are all one collection of people. Some do it this way, some do it that way, some do it that way. And what you don't want to do as a yoga instructor is judge. That's judgment too. This person does it this way because they want to build strength and feel confident. That's awesome. Somebody like me who wants to stay away from certain words so it doesn't make it sound foreign, like it's a non-American way, or even have those labels. It's beyond that. It's beyond that. In my opinion, that's how I teach. In my opinion. We're all one. All right, where am I? All right. Left hand, I forgot what I was doing. Been doing the same routine for 20 years. So left hand is to the right knee, right arm goes up, pull yourself up, then you twist, palm goes to the floor, center of the back, arm is straight and it's against the back. And make sure the head is twisted. Now in this pose, when you inhale, the belly swells with air, it pushes you out of the pose a little bit. Let yourself be pushed out. When you exhale, the belly goes in, and you go back into the pose. Go back into the pose. It's a subtle movement. Be aware of that movement, but you're 100% focused on the breathing. Make sure the head is twisting. Just focus on the breathing. Then go ahead and release. Back to center. Then the other side. So right hand's on the left knee. Left arm goes up. Pull yourself up. Then you twist. Palm goes to the floor instead of the back. Arm is straight and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting and you're focused on the breathing. When you're focused on the breathing, when you inhale, the belly swells with air, pushes you out of the pose slightly. Let yourself be pushed out. And when you exhale, I think I said that backwards. When you inhale, the belly swells with air, pushes you out. When you exhale, the belly goes in and you go back into the pose. I started thinking about something else. That's why I messed up. And make sure the head is twisting. See? I'm a human being. I'm a human being. And just focus on the breathing. And then go ahead and release. And back to center. Just focus on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. Now here, you're watching yourself breathe. You're already breathing automatically. So you're just going to watch it. You watch it by focusing on the belly. As you inhale, the belly expands with air. When you exhale, the belly goes in. You watch that in and out movement. Or you bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. And what will happen is you'll start controlling the breathing because it's natural. Once you realize you're controlling your breathing, just stop it. Don't judge it. Don't worry about it. And just focus back on watching yourself breathe. And then what will happen, you'll start to think about other things. Then when you realize, hey, I've been thinking about something else. Don't judge it. Just simply bring your focus back to the breathing. And what will happen? You'll start to think again about other things. And you'll realize that, hey, I haven't been watching myself breathe. I've been thinking about coffee. I always say coffee because that's what I think about. And then stop it and just bring your focus back to your breathing. And then what happens is that you realize you're not your thoughts. You are the thing that's watching your thoughts. You are the thing that is watching yourself breathe. That's very important because then you realize, hey, I'm the master of my thoughts. That means you can get rid of the negative thinking. You can do that because you're not the thoughts. And gather up a collection of positive thinking. Have a positive mindset. That's what we're learning on the yoga mat. So just go ahead and continue to watch yourself breathe. And for the yoga seal, you're going to reach behind you, grab the left wrist, the right hand, and lean forward. As you lean forward, forehead's going down towards the floor, or it's to the floor. And you're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses and keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. Go ahead and bring yourself back up. Hands go back in front. Just get comfortable. We're just going to stay here a little bit longer. So just watch yourself breathe. And the palms together. Namaste. That's it. So that's number 148 YouTube Live Yoga Routine. I think I might start changing the name. I'll keep the number the same. I'll say number, number sign 149, but change it just to indicate that I share a quote at the beginning. I didn't always do that. That's why I need to change it. I think personally for me and how I like to make yoga about a mindset, I think sharing a quote is a positive thing. Or I might not share a quote one day. I don't know. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, Arizona time. So namaste, peace and love.